Hello guys. Well, I'm going to start this vlog talking about something like I'm in Teesside. Last night I watched the game for Borough vs Bristol City. Well, Bristol City hardly had not done out until the very last minute. They hardly done nothing. I think that was the first chance they even had, and it got in the back of the net. But now, if any chance of top two, we cannot have another bad patch, is the way I look. And basically, if it doesn't from next game turn around, unfortunately, unfortunately, I think that we can lose. Well, we can lose a bit. Well, I've lost a bit of hope now we've had a bit of a bad patch, although it was to come. I did say to my dad before I left to go to Australia that even if we do have the odd bad spell, we could still get top two, I think. But I've lost a bit of hope now. Ipswich and Millwall are so close now. Well, first time I've properly arrived, properly been here, apart from a quick trip for about an hour. I'm at Scarborough. Actually, whenever I'm back home, I want to go to Scarborough, North Yorkshire, because I'm probably the only Yorkshire kid who's probably the only few Yorkshire kids who's never been to Scarborough. Well, not what I can remember anyway. Just having a look along here, see what all this is. Well, I'm moving accommodation again on Wednesday, which I cannot be bloody bothered with. But of course, I might get a stay for maybe 5 weeks or more this time is where I'm moving to. Depending on how things go, so at least it will save some stress. I mean, I'd rather stay in the hostel I'm in now, but for what I'm moving to is cheaper. And its selling point is the fact it has a pool. It looks like it's some daft event on or something like that, or something like that. Looks like some sort of race. Well, today, I'm not saying every day, my thoughts are Scarborough's a shithole. It's probably better through the week when it doesn't have events and all that on. I'll come through the week one time and see what it's and see if it's much nicer. Yeah, Scarborough isn't actually that bad after all. If anything, it's one of them beaches there, if you don't mind a bit of music in the background, it's alright. Yeah, I'll go there again many times. Fortunately, it doesn't have a shark net like Hostel, but that's how it goes. It might be different through the week, I'm not quite too sure. Well, I've came to Carrying Up Shopping Centre now. I'm just actually having a look what like each individual shop over here sells, because like obviously I don't know the shops out well yet. Well, apart from the fact I clearly need a shave, these are your shops in Australia compared them to UK. Maya, as I think it's pronounced, is like a department store. Rebel is like your Sports Direct. City Beach is like, they sell a bit of like streetwear, a bit of like sunglasses type shop. JD, Foot Locker are just the same as anywhere else, except for cheaper over here in AU. A Nike Tech tracksuit is about half the price over here. You know, something I hate to think how stressful moving house could be, because thinking about just having to pack away a cupboard's worth of stuff to move is annoying enough. Of course, it has to be done, but I so can't be asked of this move on Thursday. Well, for tonight's dinner, I've made myself a spicy chicken pasta to try and get something like negative Manjaro's chicken rasta pasta. I've added the cheese as well. I'm just doing some work from the hostel right now, editing a video to upload on Wednesday. Then I'm going to go to the beach from about 1 PM for a few hours. This is my list of when vlogs start and end from. A bit I'm going to talk about is another consequence or debate on why I'm going to stay in a hostel for a bit. I know I've talked about getting a room on previous videos, but this is something that came up with which I feel like I've got in a hostel, which I feel like if I had a room I'd be too far away from, unless there was like a communal area of flats or something. I feel like in a hostel, if any issues or anything I want to talk about, I feel like there's always someone extra to talk about it with here. Like I was talking to some of my friends I've made out here, Charlie and his girlfriend Sophie, I think she was called, this morning about something I was slightly concerned. Well, I don't have to worry about it for now, it's more just something for later on, but as I'm doing my best to save things which I might have to worry about until it's really a problem. Well, this is my lunch before going to the beach, basically, of things I have to get used. A bit of pasta I had left over from yesterday's dinner. I made too much without noticing. Some cheese, grapes and a Nutella sandwich. Well, I'm off to Cottlesloe Beach now. I feel like Cottlesloe Beach is my home of where I would always go to Town on the afternoon of my regular day off, because I could get there quite quickly. Well, the sea looks nice and calm for the swim today at least. I'm going to go into the sea right now. I'm trying to think, there's probably not been a vlog yet, apart from, maybe it's the very first one, where I haven't went to a beach. Right. The waves are quite calm today, so it is like a swimming day slash, I'd say, less jumping over the waves. I'd say Scarborough's more of a jump over the waves type of beach. Oh well, I kind of laughed this conversation we were having in a hostel last night, but it was true. Basically, we were talking about homeless in Perth, and basically, yeah, one of them's technically making about the rest of my whole hostel, because do we technically not have a proper home? Yes. Aye. I just came up with a joke, but I'm not going to tell it on here because some people might not like it. Basically, it's well, could you say it's about backpackers and homeless? That's what it's about. But I'm not going to crack it because some people might not like it. Well, I'm off to try and have a look at these ponds I've found on Google Maps to see if there could be anything worth fishing. Well, see if there's any signs of any fishing here, which I might have a go for if I feel like nothing's stopping me. Yeah, well, this is the lake. It's a bit hard to tell because it looks quite overgrown, but it's like if I felt there was fish in it and felt like nothing could stop me and nothing says you can't, I'd attempt it. But it's one of them areas where you'd have to be mindful. Well, snake, I mean, there's a bow wave there, what could that be? Could snakes be about? You'll have to be careful. Cycle lanes here, which, well, I think I've spoke about it. I think I've spoke about it on previous vlogs. I might get a bike one day, but obviously I'm not in a rush as of now. Yeah, somebody was asking on a previous video, left as a comment, that ever thought about getting a bike? Well, the answer is yes to that. Someone else asked, have I ever thought about going to Kings Park? Yes, I have. Someone else asked, have I ever thought about using the public barbecues in the parks? And yeah, perhaps so for that as well. Yeah, the lights are best because the sun shining at the end. But as I was talking about homelessness earlier on, there's loads of people living in tents in Perth. There's one there with a screen mask in the front. That must be keep burglars out. And apparently all these are just working class people who apparently a place of accommodations and housing, and there's quite a big housing crisis here in Perth apparently. So fortunately that's how what it comes down to. Well, I've received some not very good news. I've just had a text off my boss. I've no longer got my job because basically the shop hasn't been busy enough lately, which would I say it's come out of the unexpected? Kind of, yes. But there's perhaps some other jobs I can go and see tomorrow if I want, but I might just have a week's rest. Well, I've now been in touch with my mum and dad. I told them basically straight away, and I've had chats of other people in the hostel about what's just happened. I mean, at least I have had people right around me to support me and make me feel better, like who I can discuss the situation with. You know, is something I can go and see tomorrow, which I'd already arranged to. I was going to go to Fremantle for another interview tomorrow, but that's not happening now because somebody had already took the job, but basically it is what it is, unfortunately, right now. Well, because I feel like I've got a good enough point, that's how I'm going to end this video on. And often with my luck, for it, I'll just end the video with this. Often within my luck, all negatives turn out to positive